All right, this video is going to demonstrate side crow, and I'll show you a couple of variations with the legs. And basically, side crow is a pose that requires a really deep twist. And if you don't have a very long torso, or if you have a lot of trouble twisting, or if you're kind of bound up around the midsection, this is going to be a hard pose. Work it as best you can. Keep in mind you're twisting and you're compressing at the same time. So when you twist, you're going to bring an arm past one of your thighs. You're trying to keep that close to come into the arm balance. This will look very different on very different bodies. And I'll give you a look at this coming into this from the front and also from the side, which may make it more clear. From the front here, let me show you how I get into this typically. And there's a few different ways. No one way is perfect, keep in mind. You may find other ways more accessible, but this way I usually come into it. So from here, I'm just taking this into a toe squat. So basically my toes are on the floor, heels lifted, and I got my legs together. And I'm going to do this basically with my lower body twisted over to my right side and still facing forward. So my knees go over to my right, and my left hand's going to stay down. Remember, my right arm high. When you twist, it's always good practice to lengthen your spine first, and then as you come into it, really move over to the side with that twist, because then you're compressing as you come down. Finding that length first usually helps. Now, I'm going to keep that elbow pressed into my thigh and bring that hand to the floor. Bring it down close. That when you lean, you have to start moving toward balancing right away. Now, there's a few ways to do this pose, and the minimum is you have to balance this on one elbow. If you're able, you might be able to bring your second hand in and balance this on two. That does make it easier if you have the range, and I have very long arms, so I can do either variation quite easily, but everybody's going to need one, so this is what I'm going to demonstrate here. So I'm going to set both hands down. You can let the hands go wider, bring it in narrower, keep in mind, but grip the floor. Look forward, start to lean, let your shoulders come forward as your elbows bend, and when you look forward, pull your chest forward. So you don't want to just look down, because then you start doing this where you've come into balance and then all of a sudden you just teeter-totter down into the floor, and then you got to bring it back up. So that's no good. Don't just look at the floor. Look forward and pull your chest forward, and nobody wants to do that. And I get it, because it's a little bit scary, and you want to be sure that the floor is not rushing up toward your face. You have to keep your hands tense and gripping the floor as you do this and control the action of the arms. So again, I'm going to let my shoulders come forward, bring my chest forward as the elbows bend, and you can stay lifted like this with the knees bent and keep the legs like that. You can extend both legs to the side. You can extend to opposite sides. Oh, there's the wall. And just take it to where you can here and feel things out. So just to see this from the side, so I'm going to take it to the other side, but I'm going to be in profile to you. Again, I'm in that toe squat. The legs are together. I'm going to turn my knees to my left side this time. So left arm high. I'm going to bring that left elbow past the right thigh. And again, you're lengthening out and twisting as you come down. Find a little bit of compression here as you pull in. Keep your spine long best you can. Left hand to the floor, right hand comes down as well, and you can set it wide or narrow again. Look forward, pull your chest forward, lean, shoulders forward as the elbows bent, let your feet get light, and again, you can hold this with the knees bent. You can extend out to the side, you can extend to either side here, and you can always bring it in to chaturanga when you're ready. And that's just a few variations from there. I hope that helps.